Hey everyone, JCS StarCraft here, bringing you Game 1 of the Semifinals rematch between MorroW and DIMAGA for the Go4SC number 34 Weekly Cup. Action getting started here with MorroW spawning as the teal Terran in the upper right hand corner, and DIMAGA spawning as the red Zerg in the bottom left hand corner on Blistering Sands. So if I remember correctly, I think that this was the game where DIMAGA actually won against MorroW in the IEM Season 5 semifinals. Of course, this time there's not going to be that much of a huge cash prize difference on the line. I think the Weekly Cup only really has 100 euros. So not sure if both players have played since, but definitely looking forward to this rematch in this best of 3 series right now. And should be interesting to see. I assume MorroW's going to keep his strategy up, which is really try to abuse the Mass Reapers against Zerg right now. And unfortunately, it looks like there's some sort of lag going down, as there always seems to be in these Weekly Cups, and I'm going to partially blame Blizzard for that, but I'm not exactly sure. I think sometimes that there are the observers kind of take things down, as some people are trying to live stream this and lag on computers, etc, etc. So stop the live streaming and just do all the casting. No, I'm kidding, don't do that, because then it's not going to be quite as fun. MorroW going to be throwing down his racks in front, and now they're just having a good time chatting with each other. So this is a revenge match for MorroW, who did lose this earlier in the IEM on Blistering Sands. If I recall in that game correctly, MorroW so desperately tried to take out this hatchery and was unable to do it. DIMAGA was able to hold on. DIMAGA, I think, showing a very strong ability to handle the Mass Reaper from MorroW. Really uses the speedlings and micros them incredibly well, predicts the movement of the Reapers, and is able to get a lot of surrounds on. So and MorroW is now joking with MorroW is now joking with him, I guess, because he doesn't have to micro the Reapers, although he is microing the speedlings like crazy to do some damage. And so it looks like, yes, it's going to be the same thing for him. Of course, DIMAGA will be gaining the speedlings immediately, trying to get that speed as soon as the 100 hits so that he can defend now. And it looks like, will he be taking the Expo at 16? Yes, he will be as well. So it worked for him the last time, and why not? It should work for him this time as well, but we shall see. And so Speed and Nitro going to be getting down right now, I assume, once that gas is there. Yeah, just a tiny bit late, but that's okay, because MorroW is going to be pumping these out. Not really going to do too much in the beginning. Really wants to mass up until he has about 2 or 3 of them. The first Reaper might come out for scouting purposes to kind of reinforce and try to do some damage in the beginning, forcing DIMAGA to not make as many drones as he would possibly like, but also to get some more. Has to get the Zerglings out as soon as possible. And Speed about to be finished right now. The first Reaper is coming in. Doesn't have speed just yet. Neither do the Zerglings. Going to take a few blasts at this hatchery with the D8 charge. And just going to be pushing this out ahead. Really interested to see, you know, what the nerf will be. I think it was announced. I actually haven't read it too detailed, because I think until the official announcement is out, I don't want to get my hopes up for what the true nerf to the Reapers are. But, you know, Blizzard, I think, is paying a lot of attention that Reapers are just a little bit too much once you master them in the early game. Reapers didn't get very much attention until the launch, when I think it was LZ Gamer, who I'm going to try to give credit to. Lings are trying to attack. Not a very good idea, as once the Reapers hop onto there, they can fire back down at them. So free shots for the Reapers. Not the best position for the Lings to be in to defend. And MorroW just going to be waiting for more Reapers to stream across. DIMAGA knows that he can just run in here no problem and kind of scout things out, as MorroW's not going to be building any Marines at all right now. Just going to try to get harassed down. His target is this hatchery. If he can take down this hatchery, things will be good for him. But if he cannot take it down, then things might backfire for him, unfortunately, as DIMAGA will have established a very good economic advantage. DIMAGA right now trying his very best to predict where these Reapers are going to attack. Trying to get down and have a few lings here and there. Looks like he will be forced to be throwing down a spine crawler in this game. This is a very good position for the spine crawler, as it does kind of prevent anything from the cliff on attacking. And I think that the range of the spine crawler will actually allow it to poke down here, as the Overlord is giving sight there as well. So DIMAGA definitely well equipped to handle the Mass Reaper of MorroW. And right now, just a big micro battle about to occur. And it looks like he is going to be already upgrading to the lair, so going to be getting the Mutalisk out as soon as he possibly can. Looking at the income tab though, it looks like MorroW is significantly ahead right now in the harvester count. DIMAGA focusing purely on lings and not actually getting a bit behind in his economy. So hoping to get out something and just waiting for that attack to occur. His opponent MorroW has not attacked yet and is just busy massing these up as large as possible. Once the Reapers mass up to a certain amount, it just becomes that much more difficult, and they can really, I think, 2 or 3 shot one of these spine crawlers, and maybe like 4 or 5 shot the hatchery, so making it ever more difficult to defend against them as they can speed around. When is MorroW going to attack? A big standstill, very effective, and it looks like DIMAGA right now is about to pump up his harvester count and finally go ahead. Will they? He does see that the Overlord is there, already vomiting creep. Notes that the layer is down, so that his window to attack is now very small, as soon as that Spire finishes. And wow, it looks like DIMAGA going to be changing things up just a little bit. The Lings are going in for this round right now and able to choke off a bunch of the Reapers and just a ton of Lings. DIMAGA, I think MorroW was not expecting that many Lings from his opponent right now, but it looks like there are going to be Roaches out right now. So not going to go with the Muta-Ling combination that he went with before, and trying to get some Roaches out, maybe because he felt like he was a little bit behind in terms of gas. Really hasn't been able to mine at the expansion yet. Yeah, and really hasn't gotten much gas at all, so might have been holding out just a little bit, or maybe he thought that with that many Reapers on the board, he actually doesn't have a Spire yet even, so opted for the Roach Warren, which is a little bit of a change of pace. Speed about to be finished for them. The Glial Reconstitution finished for the Roaches, so they should be that much better at defending right now against these Reapers. These Reapers can't really come up here, or don't really want to come up there, because they would be getting free shots. And it looks like, what is going on here? There is a ping or something. I don't know why that's getting pinged. Marines out on the map, so it looks like there's a chance that whatchamacallit, it looks like MorroW was anticipating the Mutalisk and now sees that there are Roaches out there right now. Those Marines not going to be quite as handy at being pumped out. I'm not sure if something else happened here on the map. It doesn't really look like it. Looking at the income tab, both players are still pretty decent. Units lost wise, it looks like, you know, a bunch of Lings for DIMAGA, and right now mostly just the Reapers for MorroW. Why is all this pinging going on? It looks, was there some sort of a